everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Let's get into it for this review of College Hill Celebrity Edition. And as I will be calling it from now on, the Foolishness for a Check and the Certificate of Education on BT Plus, because that's what it is. That's what we will address it as. Okay? Now, I'm going to have a few premieres up today. So I need y'all to just go ahead and be paying attention. I'm going to do this one. I have to do Martha's Vineyard. I'm going to have Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to have Bell Collective. Because I have so much content to do, I don't have time to be live today because it's 1:30 Sunday morning. Y'all going to get this Sunday, afternoon time. So, go ahead and just look at my channel, whatever. There's lots of stuff up. Go watch it. I love you all, but go watch it, okay? Now I'm here. And I want y'all to do a few things as always. Y'all know to subscribe, to like the video, comment in the comment section, share it, and then follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm here. Hi. And I'm going, bye. Okay? Because it's late. We ain't got time for me. Let's go ahead and get into this episode. Also, I'm going to probably put up the live because Coleslaw went live. The girl Carson went live, all about that Mel Martell plot or whatever. So that stuff I have to get done too. I'm probably be up to like 8 in the morning to have all these premieres up for y'all to watch stuff on Sunday, and then I can get some rest, okay? But let's go ahead and get into this episode again. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, and all of that stuff. I need y'all to like the video, and I need y'all to keep on subscribing because y'all like me. Y'all be watching me. I'm entertaining. Go ahead and get into. Now, we know Ray J left. Ray J left at the end of the last episode. Why? Because Ray J is only here for a check. Okay, he ain't here for nothing else besides a check. Okay, and so the following morning, they're like, "Where Ray J at? Ray J?" Ray J left in the middle of the night like a thief. Okay, like a cat burglar. Okay, in the heat, in the middle of the night. Anyway, now so he gone. And they're like, where J left?" We see a conversation between Parker and Jocelyn Hernandez. Okay, now look, Parker being the bigger person and going to talk to Jocelyn and say, "Hey, let's sit down, let's have a drink, let's toast it on up or whatever, and discuss things and what happened." Now we seen the last episode we saw where Jocelyn, Amber, and Tiffany all talk things out and square things away. And I said in my last review, well, did Parker get an apology? Because that's who Jocelyn was extra mean to for no real reason. And so Park, like, because Amber and Tiffany and Jocelyn, they talked. I was a part of that. So I just want to come and have a talk. I was like, the fact that girl, Jocelyn wouldn't have got nothing from me. I would not have held no grudge either, but I'm not gonna be the one to come apologize to you or talk about it because you did something to me. Okay? And Jonathan also being the oldest one between the two, should have just went and apologized to Parker. But whatever. Parker was the bigger person to go to discuss things with Jocelyn. Okay? Now Jocelyn did say, "I'm sorry for calling you a fake ass bitch." Okay, but I was upset that you didn't come talk to me about me locking you out of our room. I'm like, the fact that you know why she was upset, the fact that you thought it was okay for you to lock the door so the other person who shared that room can't get in shows why someone should push you in that pool and hold you down for 10 seconds. Not 15 seconds, just 10. Because most folks can hold their breath for 10 seconds, okay? If you don't believe me, try it. Anyway, all I'm saying is, Johnson, hush, okay? But at least she said sorry for being disrespectful towards Parker and calling her out her name. However, you should have apologized for locking her out the room in general. Now Parker then said, "Well, I get it. It's okay because I'm saying I should have came to you to talk to you about how I felt. I'm sorry for not coming to you and talk to you, but I was only asking the others for advice on how to approach you because of how you come off." Now Johnson didn't even say, "I know I can come off real harsh. I know how I am. I know I can be a lot, but I also don't care about how people see me. And I'm like, see again, somebody need to trip her into that water and hold her down for 9 seconds, not 15, just 9, okay? Because you can't be aware of how much of a bully badass you try to be and how you come off to people, and then feel like someone who isn't confrontational does not know how to confront you because you know how you are, which to me proves Jonathan is a bully. Because Jonathan wouldn't have tried that with Tiffany. Jonathan knew you can't tell Tiffany, you can't sleep in our room. No, because when you tried to challenge Tiffany, what? She got in that ass. Nobody in this house gonna back down to Jonathan. Well, except Parker. Little itty bitty baby, little itty bitty baby Parker. But whatever, okay? But again, Jonathan, you saying that you don't care how folks see you is the reason why your edges won't grow back. Anyway, um, she also said, Jonathan said to Parker, I don't want you to think I'm trying to be like funny towards you. Locking me out the room and calling me fake ass bitch is the definition of being funny towards somebody. Okay, so they basically squash their beef. Now Parker said, we all love Johnson for how she is and how extra she is, and we all watch her on her show, and we love seeing her cuss some people out. I'm like, not me. Not after the cat. I read her for filth for how she treats and talks to other people, and I think that's the pro. It also to me shows Parker's age because more younger people find what Johnson currently do as really entertaining. I'm 41. I don't like it, but her saying I watched her. I enjoyed seeing her cuss some people out, cuss somebody out on TV, but I didn't think that I would envy the bitch she cursed out. Well, we see. Parker, I just want Parker to not back down and feel the need to to me, she was kind of cowering to Jocelyn. Okay, and my thing is, you can have a conversation with somebody and not let them off the hook. Okay, they show you off the damn hook. I got in there. Anyway, so we then see the cast, well, minus Amon and Rachel, because Amon and Rachel ain't there. So the cast for their like daily school thing or whatever, their teacher take them on the trip to the Legacy Museum. I felt like this is a very heavy episode part or whatever, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. Okay, now they go to the Legacy Museum. Okay, they split because it's for their, I think it's for their American History class or maybe the Civil Rights class. I don't know. Either the American History class or the Civil Rights class. One of the two. And the professor, has them split up into groups of two. So it was Amber and Quay, Jocelyn and Orion, and then Parker and Tiffany. And they have to go through this museum, and then there'll be no cameras in there, but go through the museum and then report on different things as far as slavery, segregation, mass incarceration, and lynching. Because the Legacy Museum, it shows the whole history of slave trade, just everything from being a slave to current, from the civil rights movement, all that you can think of that will go on from then hell till now is things that is in this museum. Now, the reason they had no cameras in it because it's a very sacred place, and they wanted each person to have their own reflection, their own feelings about what they were seeing, without having to worry about or think about. Someone else's opinion on what they were seeing, or just them being watched. Just walk through yourself and see it, and you'll discuss it. Now, um, going in there, they talk about how, it's there's this wave of water, and then tell you how many slaves died in the ocean, on the slave trade. There's all these things, murders, hangings, and lynches, you know what I'm saying? People in prison, black folk, us. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like, I can't say I felt like, I always have a feeling that what we have went through as black people, one is still currently happening and it's still a tragedy today. So I always feel and understand and recognize how hard our ancestors had it. You know what I'm saying? Not just the ones, the recent ancestors who was born in the early 1900s, or you know what I'm saying, like my grandparents' ages. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like slave days, people who were treated like less than dogs. So I feel like I've always been very much aware of the hardships that we've had to experience. And I don't think I need to go to that kind of museum to understand that, because I've seen so much other stuff that keeps it consistently in the back of my mind. I'm happy they all went, and each of them got a better understanding, a little bit more awareness. With Parker and Amber both being, mixed race, uh, I'm sure it hit them differently to see what Europeans and white folk did or whatever. I mean, like, it was literally, we were used as cattle. We were used and abused and exchanged, and they made money off our backs, literally. You know what I'm saying? I've always understood that. And because it's currently still happening now, it may not be in this, like, you may not get a group of white folk to gather around a tree to watch something. However, we've seen people killed in front of our faces, and people just act like it wasn't a big deal. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of the stuff that our ancestors went through that was way more acceptable, it's not as if it stopped happening. It's just happening differently. So I feel like we all should always be fully aware that, you know what I'm saying, we still have it hard, you know? So that was hard. Okay. Now we're gonna move past that. Look, Amon is back. Okay. And they're like, hey, let's trick Amon. They make him think that Quay and Jocelyn is fighting and beefing, because when he left, it was still beef between Jocelyn, Tiffany, and them. So he coming back like, oh, let's trick her and make him think that me and Quay beefing up, whatever. So Quay like, yeah, come up there and like throw some water in my face. And because Amon is like a peacekeeper, you know what I'm saying? He like, man, y'all can't be up here fighting and beefing. No, y'all can't be doing that. Don't do that. And I'm like, first of all, the fact that Tiffany could not keep a straight face, okay? Jocelyn was not her same turned up self. I was like, y'all bad actors. But he was just thinking, it wasn't bad, but I think because he like, they be beefing, so it ain't far fetched. I don't think he was paying attention like I was, because I knew his face. But I'm like, why did Tiffany gave away for me anyway? So yeah, they a girl. Jonathan walk in the room, and she and Quay like kind of go back and forth, and then she tossed the water. He like, hey, yo, no, no. So he's trying to like get in between Jonathan and Quay, who was saying, no, it's okay, we joking or whatever. So it was a cute little joke, okay? They then jokingly will prank Ray J, okay? The thing was, anyone who leave, once you come back or some kind of way, we're gonna prank you. So we then see, Amber uh said how Ray J sent her his phone number and said, hey, what he missed or whatever. And then she FaceTimed him, and Chocolate said, oh, trick him and tell him that, you know what I'm saying, me and Parker got into a fight. So, hey, Ray J, man, you missed it. Parker and Jonathan got into a fist fight. He was like, what? Who won? I was like, not who won. Ray J, you messy. You messy. You know what I'm saying? But again, they're like, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. Jonathan then said after they hang up, why does people think that's me? Like, why people think I'm no fighter? That narrative, like, I don't have that reputation. That reputation, that don't fit me. They was like, bitch, what? Yes, it does. And I'm like, that proves to me Jocelyn is delusional. Delusional, because girl, the look, there's a couple of things that fit Jocelyn. Stevie, don't you back to your club? That fit Jocelyn. Um, hey mate, that fit Jocelyn. Her fighting fits her, and her being an insane person fits her. Okay, girl, that don't fit me. Yes, it does. They both look like, are you crazy? Yes, that is you. That is exactly who you are. Anyway, so we see them to go to their civil rights class. They speak on what they felt at the museum, what they learned, and all that stuff or whatever. I'm like, look, it's bad. It's all bad. It's all sad. It's all aggravating. There, that's it. Okay, and I feel like it's not that I don't want to go point by point, but I feel like nothing good is going to come from going there, even if you're educating yourself on what our past is. I still feel like whatever they said was, it's all bad. It makes me sad and it's aggravating. Okay. And we know that not Jocelyn, that Amber and Parker, who are both, part white, they feel a little bit uneasy because, it's their answer. Their ancestors did things to their other ancestors. Okay. It's like, it's one. They literally are a coin, and they are each side of the coin. Okay, and one coin fucked over the other coin. Anyway, now the professors do say that they are disappointed that Ray J isn't here because even though Amon wasn't there when they all went to the museum as a group, when he came back the morning of the class, he went to the museum to walk it to be able to come to class and still give his report. So again, he did his job as a student. Okay. Now the fact that they are really in class with these students, and I think the students like, why is the cameras in here? Why is it? Because the one dude in the green, he's watching the camera. Like, there's really a camera here. Why am I sitting behind Jocelyn Hernandez? Okay. Why is Amon Trooper? Is he down playing basketball? They really up in our classrooms? Okay, that's fine. Anyway, um, now we do see, a couple of them sign up for stuff at the school. So Quay, Tiffany, and Parker all signed up to be a part of the Spirit Squad, okay, which will be in the Magic City Classic. Okay, it's like a battle of the bands, and I think it's between Alabama State University and then whatever A&M is. Okay, so those two schools and whatnot. Now Tiffany is on the flag team. Quay wants to be a drum major, and of course, the drum people. But I think is the drum major person who walked the thing and be stomping real hard with the legs all up in the air. I don't know. Anyway, and Parker to me is going on to be a majorette. It kind of fits. It's fine, and it's cool though that they're all taking a part in what's going on. Okay, now Ray J does come back to school because I had some stuff to handle, and now I'm back. Why you pack a whole bag to leave for like a day and a half? Like, did you need them clothes? I feel like when you pack clothes and you be somewhere, if you only leave for a day or so, why are you bringing stuff that you brought to be there? Just get your wallet. Just get your wallet. Anyway, we do see them going to the next class and they're all there, but Ray J is around there being, in my opinion, a class clown. Okay, they're at an acting class. Now look, they're only at this school for a month. It's a 4 week course that they get a certificate in. And I feel like they're picking like random classes. To me, these schools just trying to show what they have for folks who want to come to the school. Okay. But Ray J sitting up in the acting class acting the plum fool. Now it's an acting class that teaches the fundamentals of acting. And Ray, they're gonna say, I've never done acting classes. Okay, ever since I figured out I want to act when I was 13 years old, I never took a class. We see Ray J is naturally funny. He has a comedic timing and antics. However, to me, he ain't this great actor no, not at all. Not at all. And I think you being on shows and just being a precocious kid is like, oh, okay. But if you need to be in an actual movie, a TV show where you're not having this kind of play off your own self, how good would you be? And anyway, I feel like anybody who goes to someone's school and goes to a class and does not respect the teachers It's like being an adult. He's being disruptive. He's flipping pages for no reason. He's messing with his glasses for no reason. He's acting like he's falling asleep for no reason. Ray J is a class clown, okay? And I like that the teacher said, Ray J, wake up. Ray J, open your book. Ray J, please take off your sunglasses, okay? He said, or flip them down. So Ray J then flipped them down. I'm like, see, Ray J is insane. Okay, you think he's funny, but whatever. Um, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? This was gonna say, I need somebody to teach me something I don't know. You don't even pay attention, Ray J, because you don't know, okay? Now, he's like, look, I need y'all, like, y'all assignment is, choose a metaphor that describes your life, okay? And ways to figure out, your metaphor could be things. Ask yourself, I am, Ray J says, I am somebody. Ray J, no. That wasn't the question. He then says, I am most angry. Jonathan repeats, when I'm hungry. He's like, no, think about it. Okay. I feel most love when Tiffany replies, when his penis is inside me. I said, bitch, what? I was like, why are y'all? I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Not you feel most loved when some man's penis is, girl, that's a girl. I mean, if you feel the most pleasure, I get that, but not the most loved. He then, asks what, because he's giving them things to help them figure out what their life's metaphor would be. He then says, when are you the most happiest? Amber says, well, I haven't been happy in years. Would anybody say, I have not been happy in years? But you sit back and you think about you seeing them over the years look so happy. I'm like, man, why are you faking the funk then? You done had two children, been in a few relationships. I'm like, why for someone to say, I haven't been happy in years? I'm really only happy around Halloween because I have all the trauma as a kid. We were poor. And as a kid, Halloween time was the only time that I could be somebody else. And she started crying. I mean, I didn't know tears, but she started crying. And I just feel like Amber gets some therapy because, you have these feelings about Christianity because of people who hurt you, which is whatever. I'm not saying anyone has to be Christian, do what you want to do. But just how she approaches it to me shows it's something in her that's unhappy. And then for her to say that she has not been happy in years, I'm like, ma'am, go sit down and talk to somebody. I don't care who it is, a therapist or whoever. Go talk to someone because I feel like when you are a mom and you have to raise kids and then two boys, like I need you to have some happiness. Not saying you have to always be happy, but I need you to not feel like you're not happy because sometimes that rubs off on your children. And I want her to be happy enough to have moments to where she can pass on that happiness to her children. Because if kids feel like mommy not happy all the time, even if mommy smiling, mommy not happy, and that can cause trauma for them. And so I just want her to be a better her. Okay. Now, she also brought up how she was raised to be tough. She was the oldest or whatever, so it was like on her, and she's crying or whatever. But it's also was her birthday. I'm like, yo, girl, I need somebody to get Erin some therapy. Is that why she don't talk that much? I don't know. Anyway, so whatever. Now Ray J's like, I see, he like, I don't like this. I don't like this class, whatever. Because like, look, I don't like acting classes because it's not supposed to be therapy. And I think he felt like Amber should not be breaking down like this because of a question somebody asked her in class. Amber could break down at any moment. Anybody can. To me, this means I hope they're gonna have some conversation about mental health on this show. Okay. Anyway, because he said he felt like the teacher was trying to pull things that are emotional, or whatever, out of them. He should not, because again, this is not therapy. What is true? Because sometimes you can't unleash people's pain if you don't know how to advise them on how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. And Ray also said that he, again, the teacher should teach me something I don't know because I was already in the Screen Actors Guild before I could drive. I'm like, Ray J, you say that as if Ray J talk as if he's an actor. Actor. Was it because of Moesha? Because he was on Moesha. What else? What else? What else? What else was Ray J on? I don't feel like Googling. I'm believe that be. And when the teacher told Ray J, don't come back here high. I'm not high. I'm sleepy. No, whatever. Get some rest. Don't come in here high no more. I'm like, Ray, do you high? Oh, not a high as a kite. Anyway, they then have a birthday party for Amber. Because it's her birthday. Now, for some reason, Joff and the husband came. I'm like, why is Ballistic there? And what did they get married? Because he's wearing a ring. She calls him her husband. But are they legally married or are they fake? There's no her. Is it still like her and Steve J was? But they said they was married, but they're not legally married. Okay. Is it a spiritual marriage? Is it a contractual marriage? Is it just boyfriend, girlfriend, real deep marriage? I don't know. But he there. He brought Amber's. I think was some Don Julio. 94 girl. He brought some drink. They ate some food, drank some more drink or whatever, and they round there getting drunk. Okay, they up there partying until 4 a.m. Even though they have to be up at 7 for school. You cannot be up until 4 a.m. drinking, and you have class at like 7 or 8. You need some sleep. Now, what Amber said, I think it's irresponsible to be up so late drinking on a school day, but y'all all did. Now, the following day, they all hung over. Everybody drunk, okay? Now, Ballistica's left because him and Amber had sex or whatever, I don't know. But Ray J, Tiffany, Jocelyn stay home because what? They're hungover. They're too hungover to go to class. I can't, I cannot. So they don't go. Okay. I'm like, it's not a good idea. It isn't. Now the rest of them go to class. The teachers are not happy that the other ones are not there. We see they had that little weekly meeting with the school, the dean ladies or whatever, who says, hey, y'all read the song that y'all was supposed to memorize or whatever. They sang these songs. Now, Amber, of course, you say she don't believe in God, so she did not want to read the school, hymn or whatever. So they gave her a different assignment. So she was supposed to memorize the Marian Nine, who were slaves that could not get an education until they became free. They became free. They bought or built a school, which turned into ASU. So she was supposed to remember their names. And she said, well, I remember some of their first names, but not all their first names or not all their names. I'm like, you could have at least remembered one of them and something about one of them. The teacher said, okay, you have one more week. I'm like, they're only there for 4 weeks. Okay. So because the dean lady, where she at? The dean lady was upset. Because again, Jocelyn, Tiffany, and Ray are at house sleep. So she came to the house. Like, I'm not gonna let them squander this time. Now, Ray, they already flunked last time. How you done missed some days because you was gone. And now you around here in the bed sleep. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. And she came in to wake their ass up. Okay? And that's how this episode goes off. So again, I told y'all, this is the Foolishness for a check and a certificate of education on BET Plus. But I mean, it's a little bit entertaining or whatever. Anyway, I gotta go. I will see y'all next time. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video, okay? Share the video and become a member and subscribe to my channel. Again, I will have other content up, so if you're watching this right now, go to my channel to see what else I have up. It's some good things. It's some good things. It's some good things. I gotta go. Bye.
So filled with stress.